Grandma and Grandpa, I wish I could be with you for your 50th wedding anniversary. But since I can't, I want to say happy 50th wedding anniversary.
Happy 50th wedding anniversary, Grandma and Grandpa.
Hi, Mom and Dad. I can't tell you how sad we are that we cannot be with you on this very, very special day. And we hope that this short video will just be a very small way of us expressing our feelings about what you mean to us and about having you in our lives and about this incredible milestone that you guys are celebrating. One of the things that really makes me think of you, and it kind of like summarizes who you are, is your home. I love your home. I love being in your home. Your home gives me a sense of calm, a sense of order. It gives me a sense of simplicity, gentleness. I love being there because it's kind of describes who you two are in a practical sense. And many times when we travel to America, one of the things that I really look forward to is just getting inside your home and just being there for the time that we visit. And so thank you for making your home the way that you have made it, full of simple things, yet it's orderly, it's calm, it's refreshing. You give us a lot of freedom when we come to feel like we are in our own home, and you prepare nice foods for us. You take care of us very nicely when we visit. But as I think about the two of you, I have to say that there are many things that I love and appreciate about you. Of course, being my parents, really, and my second set of parents. Many times people say they are your parents-in-law, and I heard it one time being said that parents-in-law could be parents in love, and I really would love to use the second term because ever since I have been introduced to you in the year 1995, and although we do come from very different backgrounds and I come from a different culture and we may have different points of view on things, one thing for sure about the two of you is that you guys have always given me unconditional love and support, no matter what my state has been, no matter what behavior or situation I might find myself in. You guys have always shown me unconditional love. And so for sure, you guys are my parents in love. And I thank you so much for that. And the things that I think about specifically about you as individuals is I love being around Mom when she's playing the piano. I love watching her hands. Her hands have this beautiful command that she commands the piano in such a beautiful way. And I love the fact that the piano always fills the house with music. That's one thing that's also very special about your home, is how it's filled with music all the time. And I just love watching Mom play the piano. This is one of my very, very dear memories and things that I always look forward to. And I love the gentleness with which Mom speaks to us, to the kids, to the just her calmness and gentleness. Even if a situation may be rough with the kids or with us, you know, she always has this calming effect on all of us. And I just love that in you, Mom. And I'm very thankful for that example that you have to show us in our life. And Dad, I love your spunkiness, I guess is the word, your desire for life. You're always looking for things to learn and ways to achieve new things and, you know, milestones to conquer and things like this. I mean, you're very inspirational to us because you don't come to a place where you say, oh, I'm done learning, or I'm done inquiring, or I'm done with this or that. Instead, you're always pushing yourself forward, and it's wonderful because it teaches us to always not settle for just the status quo, but to always push ourselves forward. I know you push yourself in language, in the way that you practice your languages, whether it's Greek or Hebrew. You push yourself even physically in the way that you've really embraced the bicycling practice over the last 10 years or so. And actually, this is something that Jeff and I have started to do for the past few years. And had it not been for you and Mom delivering our bicycles a few years ago, we would have no bicycles to ride. So we really thank you for doing that for us about 4 years ago. So we say thank you. And we look forward to celebrating with you in person, hopefully next summer. And we thank you for your example of stick-to-itiveness, of faithfulness, of speaking the word of God and truth in every situation, whether you feel like it or whether it's a good day or a bad day. Thank you for your example. And thank you for raising your children, and that I get to have one of your kids. That is a very special gift to me, because where would I be had the Lord not provided such a wonderful husband for me in Jeff? And I'm so excited that I get to be your only daughter-in-law, because you only have one son. So I love you so much, and I wish you all the best. And I pray that we can celebrate more and more years of you being together and of our family being blessed to have each other. God bless you.
Grandpa, I know I learned how to ride a bike when I was 2.5, but you've taught me how to love bike rides even more than I used to. And every time I go on a bike ride now with my family, I think of you and I wish that you are with me.
Thank you, Grandma, for letting me play the piano. Like, you taught me very much. And that's why I'm so good here. I remember when I played you a song on the app, whatever. And I get to feel comfortable in my hand position because you taught me. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Grandma, when I was a little kid, you taught me the song God Can Do Anything. And this morning, me and my dad and my brother were reading the Bible, and we heard the verse, and I thought of that song, and it reminded me that God actually can do anything. So I'm thankful that you taught me that.
Grandpa, I thank you for letting me walk a dog. My first dog I walked was Maximus, and you showed me how to pick up the poop with the bag, and that here we live in our house, and our neighbor's dog, me and Steven walk it every day, but sometimes my mom walks it, most of the time actually. And yeah.
Hello, Mom and Dad, and happy 50th anniversary. I'm sending all my love from Jerusalem over to Lansing, Michigan, where you are now. Certainly wish I could be with you in person today, but since I can't, thank God for video cameras and the ability to share content from half a world away. I want to make a few remarks today about you as a couple. Sure, I could share plenty about Stephen Allen Pribble and all the way that he's encouraged me and blessed me in my life. Sure, I could share plenty about Norma Jean Goodpastor and all the different ways that she has blessed and encouraged me over my life. But today I'd like to focus on the two of you as my mom and dad, and specifically as a couple who not only has persevered and endured for 50 years on this planet, but has managed at the same time to do that while encouraging and blessing other people all around them. I want to think back to the 1980s and one specific incident. There were times that you had contemplated, for instance, leaving everything you had and moving to a foreign country to share the Lord with people. But I'm thinking of one specific incident that inspired me and in many ways made me the person that I am at this moment, serving as a global worker here in the Holy Land. And that is the moment that you chose to leave a stable church situation for an unknown future. And I remember my sisters and I watching what unfolded at that moment and thinking about the way that you took that gutsy step of faith. Not just Dad, but also Mom right by your side, Dad, doing that. And what happened afterward? We were in a church that we loved, a church where we knew everybody, a church that was comfortable and natural and stable for us. And you chose, for personal, very important reasons in your walk with God, to leave that place and persevere into the unknown. In the days that followed, you never made us as children feel scared or nervous. You never passed along to us the many hardships that I'm sure you endured financially or in terms of other kinds of stability. You just focused on the one thing that you had in your mind. This is what God is calling me to do. This is where God is leading me. And as Dad started a piano tuning business to make ends meet, and as Mom found endlessly creative ways to stretch very limited resources in the home, the real message that you were passing along to us was follow God with all your heart and allow Him to meet your needs, and never look back. Put your hand to the plow and move forward. And that is a message that has stuck with me my entire life. I remember in the year 2013, when I was considering the radical step of leaving a stable teaching position and a home that I loved, with a group of people in a church that were really, really important to me, and a group of teenagers, both at school and at church, that were my entire life in many ways. The reason why I considered doing what God was asking me to do was because of what you taught me. You taught me that it doesn't matter what you leave behind if what you're persevering toward is what God is calling you to. You taught me that the Bible is true when it says that your word really is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. You taught me that it was true, what Isaiah says when he says that they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength, that they will mount up with wings as eagles, that they will run and not be weary, that they will walk and not faint. And I take those promises from God literally to this day because of what you taught me as a couple. I want to think about some words that mean something to me because of you. Words like constancy and stability. Well, you haven't had constancy or consistency or stability in your life situation all the time, but you always had it in your marriage situation. You demonstrated to us as children that your love for one another could remain true and steady, even when circumstances weren't either true or steady. You showed us as children that your roles as mother and father were always going to remain your roles as mother and father, no matter what life's circumstances would look like. And that's what I want to celebrate today on your 50th anniversary. I want to think about 50 years of following the Lord in a true way. 50 years ago, you guys were involved in ministry. Today, 50 years later, you're still involved in ministry. You still show up on time, unlocking the church doors, preparing sermons and songs, preparing Sunday school lessons and piano music. And you do all that because it's what God has called you to do. What does the future hold? I think only beautiful and wonderful things because of the way that you have followed Him truly and steadily all of your lives. I want to celebrate you, Stephen and Norma Pribble. No longer two, but one, who have made one big impression on me as a person, on all of your children, on everybody that you've ever come in contact with, the many people who have darkened the doors of the church over the years, the many people who have supped around your table, and probably countless others as well through your music ministry and other kinds of things that you've done. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for being my mom and dad. And today I want to say one more time, happy 50th anniversary, Mom and Dad. I love you. Sending my love from Jerusalem.